and actually do something, here's your opportunity.
It's Ben Edel from Free Oregon. We need to get to work and get Oregon back on track.
And so the question is, what can we do? Well, this is what we can do. We can put pressure from the bottom up to the state of Oregon, to Kate Brown, from the county and the city level. If you are anywhere near today, you have seen mayors speaking up, you have seen county commissioners speaking up, and what we need to do is to band together, show them our support for passing a resolution, passing an ordinance at the county and the city level to end these ridiculous lockdowns and really put an end to these unconstitutional mandates and unconstitutional laws that we see coming out of Salem. How are we going to do that, Ben?
Well, I'll tell you right now, elected officials have one thing that they're concerned about, especially most of the elected officials that we have in our city and our state, and that is they're worried about getting voted out of office. And so when we can get the signatures we need to show those officials that the people in their districts under their care are tired of this, they know the information, they know the truth, they have the data, there's no more lying to the public about science, 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 sign the petition and say, give us our liberty back, or else.
Yeah. Well, you've been on this since the very beginning, Larry, with Open Oregon. How do people feel about it? I mean, I don't think anything's changed as far as everyone's sentiment about these lockdowns, has it?
No, nothing's changed as far as sentiment. What we do see, though, is we're seeing, I think, a shift in who it is that's feeling frustrated. It's not just the more conservative or the GOP side of the state of Oregon. We're seeing a large shift in in comments from members and in members who are joining our page, who are more what we consider liberal or Democrat on the Democrat side. Because remember, this is affecting not just the GOP or the conservatives. Business owners are of all walks of life, all beliefs, and not being able to go out and live your life and have your basic freedoms, that affects everyone. So I think that's a good shift. I think also there's more of a shift coming from the top down opposed from just the bottom up, which is very beneficial. I think that's going to help us with this.
Yeah, that's what we saw today, just all across the board is, again, county commissioners, city councilors, mayors saying, we need to stop this. And what we're doing as a coalition, Restore Oregon, Free Oregon, Open Oregon, and other groups is we're getting together and we're getting support in the form of signatures from people to bring a resolution and an ordinance to counties and cities that they can use it as a template, and they can pass these things, and it becomes a tool for them. So if OSHA comes in and says, hey, the Gold Miner restaurant there in Grants Pass, we've shut it down, but you got to go put a lock on the door. Well, OSHA can't do that. I mean, they need police officers to do that. So if you have a Grants Pass city police officer points at the resolution, says, hey, I can't do that according to our city resolution or our city ordinance, it gives them a tool. And so far we have over 10,000 people that have signed this petition in the last, 10 days, Ben, that we've started this thing?
10 days or less. Yeah. I think it's either 10 days or less, but it's around that time.
Yeah. So on this page, you'll find, and you'll find it on Open Oregon, you'll find it on Free Oregon, you'll find a link to Restore Oregon Now, our website, restoreoregonnow.org. And it has a petition that you can download and you can print out. You can take it to businesses. You can take it to church. You can stand on a street corner and you can throw these things out to people. You can nail them on a post if you want, because this is a citizen's petition. It's not regulated by the SOS. You don't need any witnesses or anything like that to do this. And just go to your friends and neighbors, your coworkers, and say, hey, look, if you support the county commission, or if you support the city council passing a resolution saying no more, like has been done in Baker City. There's another county, I think it's city, Prineville, has come out and said, hey, we're just, we can't do this anymore. You can do that, and everybody can do this. I see it all the time on social media. People, write in all caps, they go, stand up, wake up, do something. Well, this is the something, isn't it, Larry?
Yeah. What's great about it too is I see a lot of comments on the page that talk about, hey, you should do this, or someone should do this. This is the someone, you. This is the opportunity, because just like with the recall, you don't have to wait for somebody with this petition. As David said, you can go out, you can print this out. Just like with the recall, you can set up a booth and go out and get people, wave cars down and get them to sign the petition. Okay, that's what we need. And that's what you can do. Everyone out there can do. It's simple. If you have the drive, go out and do it. Don't wait for somebody else to do it. Go out and do it yourself.
And you know why? You know why we're in this position in Oregon? One of the reasons we're in this position is because we sat back thinking that, oh, that couldn't happen. Oh, a lockdown, weird. I mean, I was spooked. I think most conservatives were very spooked. Like, I've never been locked down, all right, by a governor. That's never happened. We were spooked. But most people went, oh, well, it's for a good reason. I mean, COVID, we don't know. And by gee whiz. But, you know, for all these years, conservatives that would have been spooked right away, that would have pushed back right away, like we are right now, would have pushed back immediately back then had we already been activists, had we already been people that take action and participate in the political process as a citizen, which our United States government and the state of Oregon gives us power to actually do. We can affect change as citizens all day long if we just show up to work. So that's what we have to do. And right now, this petition, it matters. It's not some stupid thing you put on whatever, sign this thing. It's not a change.org or any of this stuff. This is the real deal. We're going to take these signatures and we're going to put them right in the face of these people that are running city councils and counties. And we're going to say, look, we got 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 Oregonians that have taken action to sign this petition and send it to their friends and their family to say, enough of this nonsense. We are the people. We are in charge.
Yes, and that's the only way we're going to get anything done in the state of Oregon. It's clear the executive branch is not going to give us back our liberty, if you like. The legislative branch has absolutely no appetite to rein in the governor, and apparently the courts have no appetite to rein in the governor as well. And so this is the only way we're going to do it. And simply put, Restore Oregon Now has put together this resolution. We had a lawyer write it. It's a template. It can be used at the county. It can be used at the city. And the reason that we're collecting signatures is because when you come before a county commission or a city council with a resolution, they want to know. They want, hey, do a lot of people support this? Is this just you? Is this some fringe group out there? And so we'll take all these signatures, we will sort them out by county, sort them out by city. The cities and counties that are amiable to this, and they're lining up now. We'll go pitch it. We'll say, here's this resolution, tweak it however you need to tweak it. Here's this ordinance, tweak it however you need to tweak it, and use it. And so, you know, it's an empowerment thing for local leaders. We're giving them a tool they can use. We're not demanding anything from them. We're not rude. You know, we're going to be, you know, decent and nice about it. We're just going to go say, here's 1,000 people within your city, business owners, just normal people, pastors, that sign this, and we just want you to take a look at it. And we think it'll have a great effect.
And it works. I'll tell you this right now. Like, for example, the mayor of Dundee, David Russ, he's already implementing this in the city of Dundee without the signatures because he already knows, right? He's like, our businesses are dying, and they're gone, and we have to protect the economic infrastructure in his small town. It's super important. So even the act that David and Larry have brought forth to just say, here's a document you can use, has already gotten towns and small cities to adopt it and create constitution sanctuaries because they already know what the people want. Their fingers are on the pulse. The folks in Salem, they're out of touch.
And you got to remember too, there are people that think like us, and there's people that don't think like us, these mayors. But some of these mayors that do think like us, they want this. They just don't want to be alone. They need to know that they're going to be supported. And that's what this document will do. It'll show them they're going to be supported by their citizens, and that will give them the courage to step forth because they want to be reelected, as Ben said. And if they know their citizens want them to do this, they're on board.
And even some of them even have the integrity to actually do what their citizens want. And that's why they ran for office. Some of them have that integrity. Many of them don't, but some of them do, which is a really good thing.
Yeah, and there's a number of city councils and county commissions that are mixed, and so if we bring forth 5,000 citizens in Washington County or 10,000 citizens in Washington County, and we lay that on the table and say, here, here's a pretty darn good support for this thing. Those people sitting on the fence are going to look at that and go, well, maybe, I don't really, I like the governor. I like these lockdowns. I'm afraid of COVID, but 10,000 people might not do so well on election day, so we all know how that works.
Yep. And if you're willing to sign a petition and go out of your way to do that, even electronically, you're willing to vote.
Yep, 100%.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, it's, this was born out of, well, I think you said it, Ben, right at the beginning there. When this thing first came down, and I know Larry was all over this too. When this thing first came down, we kind of gave it a little bit. I didn't. I mean, I was like, "What the hell? You can't lock down the economy. Tell me I got to stay home. Tell me my kids can't go to school. Tell me that I got to close my business." I mean, that's the way I am. But a lot of people went, "Well, okay, well, maybe 2 weeks to flatten the curve." And here we are, Larry. We're 400 days later, and once again, we got business owners that don't know how they're going to make it.
Yeah.
What'd you say the other day, David? You said it was March 425th.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think we all know what the problem is. We all know what they're doing that's unconstitutional, et cetera, et cetera. We've got to get past that. We've got to get past
Yes.
the talking on Facebook and talking on other social media platforms about, well, here's the problem. Okay. We're in the solution stage now. We have to be in the solution stage. And this is a solution. And that's what we all need to be into. So, it's time to stop the complaining. It's time to say, because now we have something here solid that we can take. So if you're complaining, you say there's nothing I can do, you're wrong. Okay. This is your opportunity to go out and become an activist. And that's, an activist isn't a radical. An activist is someone who stands up for their freedom, a patriot. Okay, and that's what this gives us the opportunity to do. And every Oregonian can do this.
Yeah, and Dave, what does it take? What does it take? You told me this the other day. Who controls the government?
Well, government goes to those who show up.
100%.
And most of us, in a representative democracy or a representative republic like we have in the United States, and each state is supposed to have the same. We elect representatives to do our business, do our governmenting for us, so we can go off and plant the fields and keep the factories running and all that crap. But the fact of the matter is there are subversive forces, and we see it in the state of Oregon. We see it across the nation that really don't have our best interests in mind. So you go down to Salem and you show up to testify on a bill, and there might be 3 of you. And there are 16 people who are paid by some PAC to show up to testify on this bill. And you walk into that room and you go, oh, I see how things are going now, because government goes to those who show up. And I'll tell you what, Larry, you hit it right on the head. So many people believe that there's nothing more that they can do than just shout. And the fact of the matter is now is not the time for shouting. Now is the time to not stand on your principles, but pick your principles up, put on your shoes, and go parade your principles down the street and get your neighbors and your friends to sign on to this.
Yep.
We're actually going to do that tomorrow at Oregon City. We have a medical freedom rally in Oregon City at Oregon City City Hall, and the speakers start at 3:00. And I think there's going to be a lot of people there, and the more the merrier. I think the more people we have, the safer we'll be. It's going to be a naked face party, and I'm so excited for it. And that's action as well.
Nice. Mask free. I like that. A free facer.
It'll
free
be shocking.
breathers. Yes. Free individuals.
A lot of free air.
Yeah. So you're gonna take petitions there and get them signed, right?
Yeah.
Sign it and send it.
Yeah, we're gonna sign it and send it.
So where can you circulate this thing, Ben?
You can circulate it anywhere somebody is.
Right. Okay.
Anywhere somebody is.
That's a great thing about America. You know, we're enshrined in the Constitution and protected as what we consider a natural right to redress your government for grievances.
That's
Uh,
right.
and and that's exactly what we're doing a year after this whole thing started. And you know, our groups have grown quite big. You know, Open Oregon is 20,000, 20,000, and Free Oregon is growing by what, hundreds a day. And
We're actually at
Restore Oregon.
32,000 almost. I got to say that.
You have what?
Almost 32,000.
It's crazy.
Is that
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Holy cow! I didn't know that, Larry.
Yeah.
Wow,
And I've
that's
got another
huge.
1,000 to approve right now. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
people are into this.
So the neat thing about this, and I would encourage everyone, would be to print out the petition, carry one with you, because you never know who you're going to be around that you're going to talk about. But and when you talk to somebody about signing it, have them talk to them, challenge them to print one out, or challenge them to write down the address so they can download it themselves or sign it electronically, because that's how it's going to spread. And people will get excited, and they will do that. So don't lose that opportunity. Don't just have them sign. Encourage them to sign. Encourage them to carry one with them.
Right. So you can sign physically anywhere, but you can share all over. I mean, you can share with your email list. You can share in all your community groups, your neighborhood app, Parler, MeWe, Facebook, Twitter, all of these things. You can share the link directly to sign. And another thing we talked about on our county lead meeting here recently was screen capping the QR code on your phone. So all you have to do is just do this. Just, QR that puppy. Boom, you're right there. You're right there. Hey, well, this has been a great talk. So Larry and Ben, I'll give you both the wrap up on this. And so go ahead, Ben. Tell us.
Well, all I can say, and I've said it, no one's ever heard me say this before, but go online, freeoregon.us. You'll see it's the first thing you see, or go to Restore Oregon Now, or you go to Open Oregon's group and sign and send. That means you sign it and then you send the link to everyone you know. Sign and send.
Yeah, and I can't say anything better than that. Sign and send. I love that, because that's exactly what we need to do. It's time to get past the comments, and it's time to get past the problems. Here's a solution. Go out, take advantage of it. Let's do it together, because we, the people, will make the difference.
Amen. Sign it and send it, everyone.
Sign
Thanks
and
for
send.
joining. Sign and send.
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 Sign and send.